Hello, my beautiful friends. Hey, long time no see, and I'm sorry for taking so long to put this video up. It's been a long time, and maybe do I need to still make an apology for my last drunk video? Because I feel like it's what I do every time. And am I doing it again? Maybe. Yes, we can say yes. I think it's safe to say yes every time. However, I'm not drinking right now, so I feel like that's okay. It's a step in the right direction, right? Okay. First things first. I want to just say thank you for everyone who's been commenting. I appreciate you. I love you. And I've been working every day and I haven't been commenting back. And I'm super sorry. And I'm going to try and do that today or tomorrow. Let's just keep it there. I don't want to look further into the future than that. But today or tomorrow, let's do that. So huge thank you to my people out there who actually watch my videos. I really, really love you and appreciate you, and I know who you are. Next thing up, I got a notification from YouTube that my first I had my first video to reach 1,000 views, which to most YouTubers means nothing, but to me that's like kind of a big deal. So I'm gonna say thank you to the particular video that made it there was my video about homosexuality in Japan. So to my LGBT community out there, thank you so much, and to everyone who's interested, just thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate you, and if you are LGBT and you're coming to Japan, I will take you to Shinjuku Nichome myself, and we will party and we will go hard, and that's a promise. So comment to me if you're coming out, because that is what I do. Good grief. Today's video is really about the reality of living in Japan. The things that are good, the things that are bad, things that are changing, and things that maybe never will. I talk a lot about the awesome stuff about being here. The first thing, just to reiterate how awesome it is living in Japan as a foreigner, and I know it's not for everybody, but I love being a foreigner. It's an adventure to me every day to be just to live in a foreign country. It's not about what I am, it's just the experience that I'm having, and the experience that a lot of people are having, just whether it's in Japan or another country. It's exciting to be out of your comfort zone and to be somewhere else, and I love that. And recently I've been not a number, and that's meant a lot to me. I've been going to this bar a lot ever since I got here. There's a couple places that I go to often, and one of them is just a standing bar where they say like Nanabansen nama tonomimashita, which is pretty much just like saying number 7, order a draft beer. And recently when I've been going, they say Jero nama. They don't say my number, they say my nickname and what I ordered, and it's like, oh, they know who I am and they know to give it straight to me, which might not sound like much because I'm the only foreigner in the bar, but it's like they go out of their way to make a point for me, and that's cool, and I love that. It's exciting because I'm in a place far, far away from home and people know my name, and that is something. Like at any rate, I'm still really happy. On an interesting news point, that some of you, especially those of you that want to move to Japan and maybe do something more than teaching English, I went to a headhunter for my first time this week. I wrote up my resume. Oh, I did a shitty job, but I put together my resume in Japanese. Some of you may know this, I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, but I speak Japanese really conversationally. I enjoy speaking Japanese, I do it every day, and I've got no problem talking to people and carrying a conversation. But I don't really write, because I didn't go to school to speak Japanese, I just did it. But I, did what I could, and I threw together my resume in Japanese, and I went to a headhunter. And they saw my resume, and they were like, ooh, he doesn't really qualify for any of the jobs that he wants because his Japanese is shitty. But then they talked to me, and they're like, okay, well, we can do something with this guy. And so they they told me what they could offer me, some sales jobs and some real estate jobs, and they weren't offers. They were just like, here's what we're looking for, fix your resume and we'll set you up with something. And so it was good and bad. It was like, all right, so they see the direction that Japan is going, and they need to hire more foreigners, and they need people that can speak Japanese. And so I felt good that they were giving me a chance, even though I can't really read or write Japanese very well. And so I liked that. But there's still a lot of people in this country that are more qualified than I am, and a lot of young people that are qualified for the good jobs. A lot of foreigners are getting jobs here. In the last year, the number of foreigners that I've seen in service positions has gone way up. There are more people working in convenience stores and restaurants that are clearly from other countries that speak, very good, polite Japanese. But as far as the skilled positions, there's still not as much there as a lot of us hope. But things are changing, and people, especially people in power, are realizing that foreigners who can speak Japanese are more and more in demand due to just population problems and the fact that the world is changing. If Japan wants to stay competitive, they need English speakers. So what does all this mean? If you want to come out here, learn Japanese, and don't just learn to speak, because that's all I did. My speaking Japanese really isn't even, it's not business level. It's very conversational. Learn to read and write, study that kanji, and get qualified. If you don't know, there's something called the Nihongo no Ryoku Shiken, which is the Japanese language proficiency test. It was mentioned to me in the interview that if you want a really good professional job as a foreigner, they are out there and you can get them, but you need a N1 score, which is a really, really high, almost native level score. Is it impossible to get? No, because it's a test. That means that if you can read and write, you can get it. You've just got to be able to read and write and listen. Unfortunately, my highest skill in Japanese is speaking, because that's what I've done for a lot of my career. As a tour guide, I would talk for hours on end, and that is not a problem, but that's not as testable. That is just something that's experience based, and is why the headhunter wanted to give me a chance. Even though I don't have an N1 qualification, which seems really, really far in the distance, if that's something that I want to pursue. At any rate, still teaching every day, having a good time, making money enough to have a good time. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Thank you so much again to all my people. Thank you for getting me to 1,000. My LGBT friends, come on out. You'll have a great time in Shinjuku Nichome, and I will take you and I will show you that good time. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please comment. I am sorry to all of my friends that I have not gotten back to, but I will. That's on my to-do list tomorrow. All my love. Have a great night. It is late, but I'm not drunk, and that should mean something to you. Just not drunk, just drinking. Remember. All right. Thanks so much, guys. This is Aero Jero signing out.